Walk around the school, the front of the school.
Trying to get to a billion house.
Take the path and then cut back to where we was at and all the way in the back of the tunnel. So one year I was kind of late. Everybody was already up there. The fireworks was going off. And all these years, y'all, I did not know the fire department was watching fireworks from the top of the school. I did not know that, y'all. On top of the school every year, the fire department was up there. That's why they had.
Maybe 4 corners, red maple, basil on my table. Vegetarian. I remember we didn't have no cable.
So they would just drive up, block it off. The family would get out, and then they would use like the ladder or whatever to get to the top of the school and watch the fireworks. Exclusive location. We thought us from Maple had the exclusive location, but they really did. So one year, I was like, I'm late. I'm gonna just cut through. I'm gonna just try to find my way to cut through the basketball courts.
16, 16, 16, 16. Poolside, poolside, poolside.
I was small, I was sneaky, but the chief caught me, man. The chief caught me. And you know what the chief said? You watching it with us this year. It's like they already knew, man. And all these stories I'm telling you guys, it's like, it was like, and mind you, I was a kid, man. I was like a kid. It's like, let's go. Yeah, we end up going to the top of Takoma Park Junior High School. Let me tell you, man, they had the grill up there. They had
Suicide, Weasel Bomber, 16, 16, 16, the curry flowers. Hold on, y'all. They was talking down on Messy Marvin, 5th floor. We was starving out the window. Mama called.
Shit, man, it was like a whole, man, they set it up to like a whole different world when I went up there. And I just remember like stepping onto the platform on a roof, and I remember everybody up there was just looking at me. They were just looking at me, like to say, you brung, you know, what you doing? Like to the chief. But who gonna say something to the chief, right? And I remember that day, man, I sat next to the chief, man, and he just talked to me while the fireworks was going off. And then the things he said to me, man, you know, it all makes sense, right? It does, man. And he was like, make sure you don't tell nobody. That's all I can tell y'all what he said throughout this. I can't really, certain things these people tell me, I can't repeat them. You know, that stuff that's is documented in books, you know, that after I'm gone, people can read them. But I really can't sit down, say what he said to me. But that's one of the things he said. He said, don't go tell nobody. Don't go tell your little friends. And I was like, how are you? I'm pretty good. What you getting, Cherry? Yeah. You about to leave? So to finish the story, I'm still at church, but I'm outside in the prayer ground. So yeah, so the chief basically told me, don't tell nobody what we do up here. Don't say nothing. And I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. But let's just say I had burgers, hot dogs, soda, chips. Came down when it was time for us to, I met up with everybody. We had to walk back down to Maple, the park picture. Everybody was like, hey, where you was at? 5, where you was at? Where you get all that stuff from? Where you get all that stuff from, man? Where you get man, because you know and that's how me and the chief ended up becoming close, man. And of me trying to sneak in through the back way and try to get to hurry up and get to.
Actually, it was my superpowers. Told them now I'm rich. Hold on, y'all. Money machine and
because if you was the 4th of July, the fireworks was on. So like I said, we had to walk around. So to walk around and
16, 16, 16, poolside.
Tunnel, it was a lot of people on top of other people. So you had to walk through all these people, you know, talk. And by the time you get to the end to where we was at, or you probably couldn't even walk through sometimes because there was so much people there if you didn't get there at a certain period of time. So yeah, that's how I met the chief, man. He invited me up on top of the school one year. And I watched the fireworks with the Takoma Park Fire Department, and gave me, you know, was talking to me about a lot of stuff, man. a whole lot of stuff. So it's like the more I sit back and think about it, man, it's like all the stuff was just destined for me, man. You know, that I didn't even know about growing up in Takoma Park. You know, as a kid, I used to watch the local mentors, you know, the one, I ain't gonna say their names, would pick up the ones that was known for sports, have them in their cars, riding down Maple, taking them to eat. They had the best equipment, you know, and I remember I would just sit there, man. I wasn't allowed to ride, you know. I was not knowing I was being watched by another group of people. So I'm honored, man, and you know, I just want to say, Chief, man, thank you, man. Thank you for everything. Bill Ziegler, thank you for everything. You know, for everything they did for me and pushed me. And it's a long way to go. Like I said, some got there faster than me. My road is a little bit longer, man. But when I get there, it's gonna be, it's gonna feel, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna appreciate it even more. But I'm almost there, believing in this man right here in front of me, man. And I talk about it all the time. Like growing up in Takoma Park, Maryland, like it was a lot of athletes, a lot of great athletes. And I wasn't really known as an athlete. I say that all the time, even though I was pretty much okay. I can hold my own on the basketball court, but I wasn't an athlete. So we had mentors around the way who adapted to the ones that was athletes, that was good. And I was more of the outcast. You know, I didn't get accepted by those mentors. But now I look back, I was accepted by a different broad of mentors. The Bill Ziegler, the Chief, right? It was a different group. The Hamiltons, the Mitchell, you know. It was more political, not more political, but more of a leadership kind of thing that I didn't even know about until I got older. Oh, and another side note, because people keep asking me about the fireworks. Once again, shout out to Pluto, man, to keep it going, the fireworks going. But Takoma Park, since COVID, stopped doing fireworks. I don't think they will ever bring fireworks back to the city of Takoma Park, even though that was a big part of Takoma Park festivities during the day. Like, I love the fireworks in the city. I used to always look forward to that, but they would never bring that back since COVID. Once they realized we have a little block parties, first of all, it saves them money, a whole lot of money. Don't believe when they say they can't do it on the field. They can definitely do it on the field. The field is definitely ready. Because remember, before it was because the school was being rebuilt. They can definitely do it. They just save a lot of money doing what they're doing now, and it's much easier, if that makes sense. So sorry to tell you guys, there will probably never be fireworks again in the 4th of July how we used to have it back in the days, man, and that's kind of sad. But thank you guys for listening. Gone.